BBN, what's going on, guys? This is the Loyal BBN Fan Show. You know us, your boy Big Mike, here with BC. What's up? Good to have you back on, man. How's everything going, bro?
Man, snow.
Just it's a real consistent snow here, but like the sidewalks and the roads, they don't have any snow on them. But like the grass in the backyards on top of the houses, snow is everywhere. But on the sidewalks and in the road, I don't. I put salt. I put salt down, and I asked my wife last night. I was like, does this salt really work? And I guess it does, but I didn't see anybody out there putting salts on all sidewalks. But it seemed like the snow is sticking everywhere but the sidewalks. So I guess that's a good thing. I guess I could have probably kept my $5 if that's the
It's
case. So, uh,
about
bas-
round. It's about around 5, 6 inches right now here on top of what was already down. So it accumulated to about 5 inches we got now,
wow, man, and
and it's
that
still snowing.
are you up by so are you closer to like northern Kentucky?
No, I am right about 20 minutes to the Ohio border
Yeah.
and about an hour from Fort Wayne.
Okay. Okay. Well, you can keep that snow up there with you as well too.
Man,
We don't want none of that stuff down here with us. But hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Don't forget. And also, guys, I have figured out how to take phone calls for the show. I have tested it. Probably leave it up to me, and when someone calls, it won't work right. But we can definitely get phone calls in here now. I don't have to hold my phone. Brian can hear you. I can hear you, and we're gonna talk about the Cats a little bit as well too. So BC, just briefly, we didn't really get a chance to really for me and you to really sit down and really talk about the Georgia game.
hmm
Um, and I know we're moving on from it. Tomorrow we're playing Mississippi State. Um, was it the referees or was it Kentucky? Because the referees was horrible that ball game.
Well, great coaches never complain about the referees.
Yeah,
Well, and you also have to look at Jackson Robinson, no show.
no show.
Tega didn't have a real good game. Carr didn't have a good game, and that's where it boils down. And Kobe didn't have a good game.
Nope.
So if the officiating could have been perfect, we still would have lost that game with guys that averaged double figures that didn't show up.
Yeah,
And it's like I stated, Mike, it's going to be nights like that. You got that Kentucky jersey on. Everybody's going to come at you. We was on the road, and that's like I said. Don't panic if we lose 7 or 8 games in the SEC. But it was the officiating was bad. Don't get it twisted. The officiating was bad, but we also played bad.
yeah. That was a horrible game, bro. And I was at my daughter's game as I said before, and I was watching the connection and watching, and so I was kind of in and out, but it was just like people was like, "Is this guy having a hissy fit over, or what about the ball game?" But they
Right.
didn't know that I was upset about the calls that the referees was making as well too. So, um, so we go to Mississippi State tomorrow.
hmm
Are you look? Let me say this: before we played Georgia, we came on here and I said, Brian, I think that this Georgia game is a trap game,
hmm
and I don't know if we just had an off night. The referees, as Jeff just said, thanks Jeff for Aaron and joining in. I appreciate it. And Sean, thank you too as well. As you were saying, the referees was horrible. But we as the players, I like the. I'm just like you. The players have to take ownership with this too as well, and they didn't have the best night. So do we have now, one thing about this year? Every time we lose a ball game, the next game we win. So is this going to be the case? Are we going? Because Mississippi State is always hard to win down there on the road anyway. Those guys, they fight us very very hard. So is this a game that you feel like that we can bounce back? Because we can't have the same game that we had against, throw out the referees. We can't have the same intensity of the game that we had there going into Mississippi State.
Well, every game is going to be a trap game in the SEC,
Yeah.
Mike. So it's just a rebounding, and like I said, we got an experienced team, good coach, and it's just coming out tomorrow and playing with a higher intensity and on both ends of the court, defense and offensively.
Yeah,
So it's just a rebound from that game.
I
And
bigs,
and
man.
tomorrow will show what kind of team that we have.
Yeah, the Amari only played 13 minutes of that ball game because as Marcus just pointed out, the referees did throw off the floor of that game, and it forced the hand of Williams to be on the bench um, most of the ball game. You know, we definitely got to have him on the floor, and not just on the floor, but those guys are going to have to protect the rim, and those guys are going to have to rebound. Georgia's one thing, but I think the crowd in Mississippi State is a lot harder to deal with than Georgia. Or do you think our guys are ready for that?
They should be. They should be. They I think after the Georgia game, they see how, wearing that Kentucky uniform, how it's going to be, especially going on the road. That fans are going to be there showing up, and they going to come out,
Yep.
and they want to see Kentucky get beat, and they know our fans travel. So I think now they really understand that, hey, it's a whole lot wearing this jersey. If they don't know, now they know.
They know. And just as I was saying about the crowd, when you think about the crowds in the SEC, Georgia is not one of them crowds that's going to just stick out and says, "Wow, Georgia's crowd's probably going to throw you off the game." So
Mhm.
it's just along with the competition level. Hey Jerry, good to see you, man. I hope you're feeling better. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for hopping on with us tonight. It means a lot to me. That means that you're probably feeling a little bit better, Jerry. So it's good to see you on the show. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, you are in the house tonight. Thank you, Jerry. It just makes me wonder is the level of play and the arenas are going to get harder and harder to play
Mhm.
every single ball game. So if if that crowd had any effect on us, along with the referees, I don't know about because it's probably going to be a whiteout in Mississippi. They're probably going to do another whiteout to welcome us in Starkville. But it's just to me, I'm a little worried right now, and I wish I wasn't. I guess I'm going to be worried all year.
I don't think that the crowd has any, you know, I don't think the crowd affects, Kentucky any,
Okay.
but the officiating definitely when you play in games like that and it can get you off the out of your game when referees are calling a lot of fouls like that.
Yeah.
I don't think the crowd has anything to do with it. It's just it was a bad game, and Kentucky wasn't good offensively, and that's what we talk about a lot, Mike. When the threes aren't going and the perimeter shots aren't falling, what's our next option?
Yeah.
Usually it's teams they go inside to the interior to our big men, and our big men post up and get buckets. But we don't have that, especially if Carr doesn't have a good game. We're not getting that out of Williams and Garrison. So right now, teams are coming in and saying, uh, follow Berea if he goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Kobe goes to the bathroom, you follow him, you stay on him, you don't leave him. So teams are coming in saying, we're going to play the inside guys one-on-one because we don't believe that they can score effectively. So when the shots aren't falling, what is the next option for Kentucky?
Well, what is that option then?
It's what I talked about all year. Our big men have to combine and show up and get like at least 20 plus points. Because when the shots aren't falling like that, you have to go inside.
Yeah, you do.
And if our post play is not good enough where team's going to say, well, we're going to double, we're going to have issues when the shots aren't falling.
We are, and we gotta keep those guys. We gotta keep those guys honest on when they're on defense, and we do that by either making them double down low, where
Mhm.
we can kick the ball out, or we're having an offensive game So they got to come out and guard us, which hopefully, if we able to get the ball down low to the bigs, those guys can put it in the basket on a consistent basis. And I think that's the biggest thing right now is just
Because
being consistent every single night.
Carr's our best low post player. But if
Yes.
our other bigs could score on the post, then you have to bring double teams. It opens up everything else in our game. But right now, Mike, we don't have a second option. And teams are going to come in and say, do exactly what, I was stating earlier. Stay on Kobe. And when it goes down low, don't double team. We'll play these guys one-on-one. And in the SEC, we're going to face a lot of teams that their bigs are dogs. And we have seen it in the
Yes.
first two games.
Going back to the bigs of Georgia with Cyril, what he was able to do against Garrison and Carr. Of course, when you're getting that many fouls caught on you, you do tend to play defense a lot softer because even if you look in the wrong direction, you're gonna get a call foul on you. But we got to go in with the mindset is that we got to, is it a such thing as going in setting the tone the first couple of minutes of the ball game, or is this going to be another ball game that we're going to have to deal with the refs, the crowd, the Mississippi State as a whole? Because if we do, then I don't know how we come out there with a W.
Well, SEC referees they call tight games anyway.
They called a tight one that night.
It's been like that, several years. If you breathe on somebody, they're gonna call foul.
Yeah.
So it's back fundamentals is what we talked about. Boxing out, not turning over the ball, what we do good, switching on picks or whatever we doing on defense. But in that game against Georgia, I like to see Kentucky go to the press defense a little bit more.
Well, so I want to go back to something that you said that you was talking about Brea and Brea being that option. Do you start him over Brea? Over Jackson, or do you leave it as it is? Because
No.
because
No,
if you're only mentioning Brea as being at that option, and if he's not on the floor, then what do we have?
Well, it's good having him as coming off the bench. He's good at where he's at. But Jackson Robinson got to step up and play the way he's capable of playing.
Yeah.
He can't have those games like he had last game.
Yeah. Do you ever notice when Jackson Robinson is not having the best game, his head tends to go down a lot, or he tends to kind of just be like, I'm not having the best night, so the emotions is not there. Like he doesn't have he's not an Ortega, he's not a Butler, where if you have a turnover or if you miss an easy layup, you come back down on the next play and you have totally forgot about what it is you didn't do or the mistake you're doing. I like what David 𝐀𝐫𝐿𝐞𝐢𝐞𝐬𝐿 says in one of his texts. Jackson needs to do better with making mistakes but not getting down on himself. And when he gets down on himself, he seems to bring the energy down with everyone around him. So, and he's supposed to be the leader, the guy that came in to be the leader for the team. But, sometimes you don't, he has a lot of games where it's absence, and not just where he's scoring or doing anything, but the mental part of the ball game. So he was sixth man of the year in the Big 12, I think it was last year. So I was thinking, put him back into his environment. Let him observe the ball game, and then let him come in. But you think leaving Brea as a sixth man, and if that's what Pope is going to do, I support that 100%. But we don't have that extra spark like we did with Chris coming off the bench. So now maybe Jackson Robinson can come off the bench, and maybe he can have that spark, because he kind of was really good last year coming off the bench as a sixth man, and he was really, really productive. But now he's in the starting lineup, and now he has so much to do. Is that pressure too big for him?
Well, it's like this, Mike. If he's sixth man coming off the bench, or seventh or eighth man, or if he's starting, if he plays the same way he did last game, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So he's what, 6'6", he
I
should
think he's
be
about that. Yeah,
he should be a better scorer.
he should be.
Because a lot of guys that are guarding him, are a little smaller. There has been, in previous games. But if he's not, being productive, it doesn't matter if he's coming off the bench or not.
I like what I like what Rick Brown just put right here, and I agree with him. Nobody should get down on themselves, shake it off, get back in it, and that's the mindset that short mentality that we're supposed to have, that they're supposed to have as players. That needs to really be something that Jackson Robinson really pays attention to, because hey man, pick yourself up, let's go, man. Let's get back and let's do what we got to do, and we'll get it next time. So hopefully, I appreciate that, Rick. Hopefully that he can pick that up as well too. Also, guys, if you're just joining as well, I can take phone calls now. So I'm wondering who would be the first phone call with my new system, because I want to test it out, and I would like somebody to call in. The number is 270. I thought I had it. I can put it across the screen. And me and Brian, we would really love to talk to you guys. Let me see, because I can put that up. I thought I had it typed in already. I'm excited about the game, man, and I love that we actually have two games a week now.
Yeah.
Consistently. This is the number going across the screen right here. You can call in. I want to see if my new phone system works, because I want to see if everybody can hear, because it always really draws a lot of conversations when people call in. So if you can call in, anybody, if you can call in at 270-220-0994, we'll see if the new system works, and you guys can tell me if this is a lot better than me holding up my phone. So the phone line is open. Anybody can call, talk about the Mississippi State game, talk about if you think Coach Pope is doing a good job, and maybe what we can do to improve moving forward. But the phone lines are open. We need a mid-game, more floaters and mid.
And it's like Patty said right there, we got a rebound. Our defensive rebound's terrible.
Good evening. How you doing? This is the Lawyer BBN Fan Show. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing all right. This is 21 Crump. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm doing.
Hey, what's
I'm
up,
doing
21?
good, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, so my question for the show is, what do you all anticipate our SEC record to be this year?
Wow. BC, you wanna take that first?
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but if we go 21 or say 23-8, 23-9, and maybe lose maybe 6 games in the SEC, that's okay.
Okay.
To me, that's okay. Like I said,
Yeah,
I don't feel nobody's going to go through the SEC. Auburn might lose 4,
Okay.
maybe, because they are a great team. They got everything, but if what matters is growing from games and getting better when it comes SEC tournament.
I got you. So I think it's so if you say 6 games, then we're looking at what is that? What is that? 13-6? I think it. What is 8? Well, we play 18 games, right? So that would be
yes, sir. 18 games.
Yeah, so that would be 12. Actually, that would be 14-6. No, I got my numbers all wrong. What's that? 6.
That's 12-6.
12-6 is my fault. Yeah. So is 12-6 a good record for you? 21.
Oh yeah, 12-6 was the record that from watching them at the beginning of the season during non-conference, I figured we would go 12-6 through it. So good looks, BC. That's exactly what I think. But my second thing that I'll kind of leave off here with is Arkansas, and we're not going to bring up Arkansas too much, but just so that way BBN can be a little bit beside themselves. Arkansas is having a rough time right now. They're 0-2. Yeah. This is Pope's first year, and we're talking about going 12-6 through the SEC.
That ain't bad.
We're doing great.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Hey, 21 Crump, before you go as well, I know that you do I know that you do the games every week. Can you tell people where they can find your YouTube channel at?
Yeah, I'll post it here in the chat here on YouTube
Okay.
here in a moment.
Okay.
But also on top of that, if you just search up 21 Crump on YouTube, I'll pop up, and I do more games than just UK games. So if you ever get that college basketball fix, come on over and get your fill. We're usually streaming every single day. So.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you calling in. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, 21.
Hey, thanks for the show.
Absolutely. Thank you. So, 12-6, man, is not a bad record, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
And to me, can we protect home court as much as possible?
That's why I say, Mike, in the SEC, it's a gauntlet, man.
It is.
And 12-6 record, that's good. And it also matters about how you lose games.
Yeah.
Now, Kentucky could go on a run. We don't know. I'm just saying from what I have been seeing with our team, that could be the possible record that we will lose some games.
Okay.
Hopefully tight games.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can pull them out. But we have to rebound better defensively, and we have to have a second option, and our big man have to play better.
You know, I'm looking at Jason. Let me throw this up right here first. I'm looking at Jason's prediction, and you know, you always say 7 or 8 games, BC.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think BBN's okay with losing 8 games?
BBN
hey.
is not okay with losing 4 games.
I got you.
But I'm just saying in reality,
Yeah.
we have a good basketball team. We're not a great basketball team.
I agree with you.
That's why fundamentals is so important.
Okay.
Boxing out, the switching off picks, doing all the little things. That's why that is so important. We got a good basketball team.
I agree with you.
And hopefully they get better during the course of the season. But we're playing in the SEC. You're going to get better.
I got you. Okay. You know, when I think about losing 8 games, I hurt, bro. I hurt. It hurts to I get up the next day even after losing 1, and I feel some type of way. So definitely losing
Mike,
that many ball games.
Look at the times that we went deep into March Madness in the Final Four or the championship. Yeah. So it's just getting better when tournament time comes.
I got you. Let me see. Let me throw up this what Marcus says. Marcus says, I think our guys have let winning these big games change the way they approach the weaker games, which is natural, but this team isn't talented enough to not bring it every night. Got to find a way. I like that right there. Hey,
Marcus,
I appreciate that,
you
Marcus.
said something right there.
Yeah. And, you know, what's that saying you got? You got to fry the little fish the same way or the big – yeah.
Got to. That's got to be the mentality.
Yeah. You can't – I hope these guys understand, and I want to believe that Mark Pope and the coaching staff is having these guys understand that you can't take any night off whatsoever. And every night, 2 nights a week, Kentucky. You got to – hey, according to Kentucky, every two nights a week, you got a very big job to do. So
yeah,
we expect you to show up. We expect you to clock in, and we expect you to get your money's worth. Now, but we can actually really say money worth now because these guys are getting paid. So we expect you to earn your money now.
Yeah.
We expect that for sure. I'm just trying to do one thing, BC, and I will let me do this right here for a second. Yeah, do this right here. See. Wildcats. My fault, guys. Just trying to take care of this little stuff right here. Man, I'm just like for me, man, I'm just really, really excited to really get this game right here back on the road and just play some basketball, man. Like after you lose, for me, it's just all about getting back on the court and just redeeming yourself. And I think tomorrow night, that game, we go in there and we beat Mississippi, because I think someone actually showed me that we haven't lost at Mississippi State since 2011. So we can't start in 2025, can we?
Well, here's the thing, Mike. got a great basketball player that we all know
Yeah.
that can score any level.
Yeah.
They got scrappy big men.
That's what scares me.
Mike, that's why I've been saying all year. What have I been talking about? Our big men.
Yep.
Garrison and Williams. It's vital that they come out and be aggressive, rebound, get tough, and get mean. It's a necessity.
We have to do that. Phone lines
Especially
are
in
open,
the
guys.
SEC where it's big man world.
It is, yeah. That's where we live. That's where that money's made. Phone lines are open now, 270-220-0994. I like this new way of being able to take phone calls and not have to hold my phone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And this is nice. And this is, we're going to need this for our other show too as well. Brian, we haven't lost the Mississippi
other
State
show
Bulldogs
coming up,
season
everybody.
In 2021 in the SEC tournament. Well, I don't want to lose tomorrow. I want to go win. But I want you guys to call in 270-220-0994. Get your phone calls in. Talk to BC. He's anxious to answer some questions. I just put him on the spot like it because that's what he said. So definitely get your phone calls in 270-220-0994. Who's going to be my next week? I'm missing Krista. He brought all kinds of energy, went on the floor. Be good to get him back ASAP. And I mentioned this before too as well. I want to make sure that he doesn't come back a day too soon. And as much as we need him, we're going to need him down the stretch more than we're going to need him right now. Start the SEC. Arkansas is playing Florida tomorrow, and this is Kentucky basketball, but it don't look good for Arkansas, bro. It really don't. Get going early. He is our best. Yep, I agree with George. Pope needs to let Ortega get going early. He is our best athlete. He is, bro, and I think when he has that spark, and even with that Florida game, Ortega he made a really really great N1, and then they brought Brea in, and it was history from there. Our shot started falling. The energy level. Let me see. BC is not quiet on the phone when you call in. Can you so someone just recommended if you can turn up your microphone because when you're talking, when somebody calls, it's a little low.
Okay.
All right. So the next person that calls in, we'll see if his microphone is good to go. This is all trial and error, guys. We're definitely trying to get this right so it can be better and we can set these settings so we'll be good to go. But somebody's got to call in so we can hear how his microphone sounds.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Always appreciate the phone calls, man. Thank you guys so much. It does. Thank you so much. Who is it? Back it up. Yeah. So we'll see. So we see if we can get that better as well too. But I mean, and this is another phone call. Hey, what's going on? You on the Loyal BBN Fan Show? Who are we speaking with?
Hey, Mike. This is Jason 𝐀𝐫𝐿𝐢𝐴TRU. I tune into your show from time to time. I just want to say, look, we appreciate you. I don't get to hang out a lot, but I know when I see you on, I try to come in and hang out.
I appreciate that, Jason.
What's up, Jason?
I feel like you're a lot more down to earth and approachable than a lot of these other guys out there doing it. So I just want to give you a shout out for that. We appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Catch on. Yes, sir. Hey, I got a couple things I want to touch base on. I don't want to beat the horse, the dead horse or anything. Number one, I think these refs need to make more money.
Okay.
I feel, maybe it's a little too tempting for them sometimes to set up a bet, but anyway, I don't want to beat that horse and get into all that. Listen, we didn't play good enough the other night, and let's just face it, right?
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you.
I had a bunch of friends, IRS, it's the first thing everybody, you go to Twitter, God dang, you just have it, arrest this. Look, I get it. I saw the game too.
Yeah.
But we just didn't play good enough.
No,
right?
we didn't. No.
And I got some concern with Jackson.
Okay.
I say a lot of people do.
Yeah.
We all know what we need out of him, but I feel like he's in his head really, really bad, and I worry about that. Now I think we all see that he's Pope's boy. That's Pope's boy, and he stuck with him through two or three games that maybe he shouldn't have been in there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I can respect that. We won one, we've lost one. From what I saw, he played in the Duke game throughout, and I don't know if he should have been in there or not. But the other night, he stuck with him long in that first half, really long. And I think I don't know what we got to do to get him out of it, or what coach has got to do, or what Jackson maybe more so than anybody what he's got to do to step it up. But I've got concern there, and then I think you guys have been touching base and hitting the nail on the head. The big guys have got to be there. We're not going to get through this SEC with guard play, in my opinion. We're going to have to battle some games out. I've had big concern. I feel Amari, like sometimes I'm like, wow, he could be really good. He moves really good with the ball. Some outstanding passing and stuff, but then I cringe like whenever he backs down, and does have some post play, tries to make a post play. He's so stiff. You know what I mean?
He is,
but
that's what Brian.
I just
Brian, he talks about that a lot too. That's one of Brian's big sticklers is can the big show up in SEC play. So you're definitely not alone.
Right on. But I think at the beginning of the season, my expectations overall were 7-9 loss. I'm kind of pushing that up now after what I've seen.
Okay.
I do think we're going to get better. I'm going 8 to 10 loss season, and I think we'll get through a couple of weeks in the tournament. I really do. So go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue. Thanks for calling. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye-bye. So, I mean, I think we all are kind of feeling that same way. Can our big show up in SEC? Brian, you have to make a V line to Lexington and talk to those guys.
Well, the thing where he's talking about Jackson Robinson.
Yeah.
What Jackson Robinson needs is a good 24-point game. The way he comes out and he's playing good defensive game, and he's scoring, that's what he needs. That brings any player out of a slump.
So the thing with him is though, he's had that against smaller schools. It's when we go up to it's when we play some real competition. Can he do that at the next level? Not really the NBA, but the next level is these guys are battling us. They hitting us face to face. Can you find a way to get 24 points against a Mississippi State or against an Auburn or something like that? Can you set yourself apart if you're a person who's going to consider yourself an NBA player? Can you go out here, because everybody's not going to NBA, we know that. But if you want to be one of the few select to get that opportunity, can you perform on a higher level in college basketball than what you're doing right now? So we've seen him do that against the Lipscombs, against the Browns and stuff like that. But we need to see him come out here and do this against one of these teams. And to me, that's even bigger of a confidence builder than just getting 24 points against Lipscomb.
Well, yeah, but those teams, you probably won't even see them in the tournament. But confidence helps climb the mountain. And if he goes out, he needs a good game. That's all there is to it.
I agree with you 100%. He does.
Needs a good game.
It's something about seeing that ball go through the hoop occasionally, or on a regular basis, that just does something to your mindset. And I think coming into the season, nobody really Well, I won't say nobody, but Ortega wasn't one of those guys that we looked at as being that's going to be our guy. But he came in, and once he started getting hot, and once he starts getting comfortable in his skin here at Kentucky, dude, he's just. I mean, he's clearly taken over that role as being, I'm that guy for Kentucky, and he's proven that time and time again that he's that guy. That's for sure. Someone says, what's it said? I think I missed it. See, did I miss that? Someone says we need to get BC. Yeah, I missed that as well too. I'm trying to see. There was one that right here. Hey man, what do you think about our Lady Cats, man?
Man, hey, they doing the thing, Mike.
They are good.
You saw them close up and personal.
They are good. Like they are.
Those girls go out there. They are hungry. They are like they going out there ready to eat.
It is, man. And you know what was so special to me about, hey, thanks, James Poole. What I think about the Lady Cats, woohoo, they good. They are good. Now, I did realize, I looked at their schedules today, and the last 3 games of the year for the Lady Cats is against LSU, Tennessee, and then South Carolina.
Well, here's the thing about the Lady Cats. They go out there. They got a lot of talent. They got a lot of skilled players, and they are very, very athletic and talented.
They are. And
totally different vibe from the men's.
And they can shoot too.
Yeah.
They can shoot. So we need some of those Lady Cats to probably go.
Just rub a little bit on those men's. Maybe the men's need to go check out. You know, they still play at the Memorial, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they need to go check out a game there, and the Lady Cats rub a little of that intensity and hunger on our men's team.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to rub shoulders, as they say in the industry. Yes, they the center that played for Georgia was actually committed to Kentucky, but he actually left once the other coach left as well too. Lady Cats are them. They are really that good, man. So I'm just wondering, what's the score in that Mississippi State game, bro? Can we, we won by what it was last year. We won by 1, maybe 2 points last year because Reed Shepherd hit that last second shot.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it's going to be a close game, I think.
It's going to be a tough game.
It is.
If it boils down, like I said, it boils down to if Kentucky is making shots outside, they can put up 90 with no problem or better. But if they're not, and we know how their coach is going to come in and approach this game, our big men, they have to play on another level. Jackson Robinson, he has to show up. Jackson Robinson is kind of like the X factor, Mike.
He's gonna have to be, because we can't have him and Brea have an off night. Like, one of the two is gonna have to have a night. And just like someone said earlier, if we would have got maybe 15 points out of Robinson, maybe we win that ball game the other night. I don't know, but we can't have both of those guys. And Brea coming off, and you know what? And let me ask you this question as well too. Do you think we played Florida, and we came off so much that game that was a game that really was. It took 40 minutes to win that ball game. And I know every game is 40 minutes, but not all 40 minutes are the same. This game right here took 40 minutes for Kentucky. Did we just exert ourselves too much, and we just came into the Georgia game kind of limping?
No, they young, man.
I hope so.
Here's the thing, Mike. You always shoot better at home.
Okay.
You don't have to travel. You slept in your bed. You wake up. The home fans are there.
Now,
You always shoot better at home.
But a lot of people like going on the road better than playing at home because it's a lot less distractions.
Well, those are different kind of animals. but when you go on the road, you have to have a different mindset.
Yeah.
If the shots are not falling, you have to get to a point where, okay, let me get to the bucket. Let me get some fouls. Let me get to the free throw. Let me get to the free throw line, see some go down, and then everything else will come. And if you're not shooting good, it's play defense.
Yeah.
Get some steals. So the game of basketball is so many ways that you can affect the game. But if you're going out there and your shot's not falling,
Yeah.
and you thinking that's the only thing that you can do, and you have your head down like you was talking about Robinson had, if that's the mindset, you're gonna be in trouble. And the referees are calling close and bad fouls. You can't let that distract you, especially when you're on the road.
You gotta be mentally tough, man.
You got to, because there's so many ways that you can affect the basketball game.
Yeah, I think so too. And this is and we miss a shot in Mississippi State, the crowd's gonna let us know.
Yeah.
If we get down by 4 or 5 points, the crowd's gonna let us know.
Mm-hmm.
If we're up by 5 and they start making a run, the crowd's gonna let us know. So this is just one of those games where it's gonna happen. Embrace it. Go win the ball game, because and shut them up. That's the best way that you can do. Go down there and just shut the crowd up and just take the crowd completely out of the ball game, and I think you'll be okay.
And it's going to be a tough game.
It's going to be a tough game.
The SEC is a gauntlet. Every game
Yeah.
is going to be tough, especially you got that Kentucky on your jersey. Every game is going to be tough.
Absolutely. Yep. Get your phone calls in, 270-220-0994. I'm just liking this new phone thing, BC. I'm over here geeking.
Hey, I like it too, man.
I like it, dude. It's so much easier, and I really want to make I really want to make the phone calls a normal part of every show.
Heck yeah.
That's important to me. And BC, actually, while I actually got a minute, hey guys, don't forget that. I don't have that up there. Did it go off the screen? Let me see. Let me just play with this. My apologies, everyone. Let me see if I can do this for a second.
And the phone calls kind of make it like more personal as well.
It does, and I enjoyed hearing the thoughts and the opinions of other fans out there. Being in Tennessee and not being around a lot of Kentucky fans, that's one reason why I want to have phone calls too, because I want to hear what other Kentucky fans are doing, and when you can actually hear it, you can hear it. You can hear it in people's voices, the love, the joy, the disappointment, the excitement, and to me, that's what makes a difference too as well. So tomorrow's post-game show, we'll have phone calls in that too as well. Let me see if I can put this up, BC, that little information that I got. Nope, that's not the one that I'm looking for. I think I'm looking for this. Yeah, I'm not even sure where that's even at right now. It's supposed to be there, but let me see. I apologize once again, guys. I thought I actually had this. So this is the jersey that I'm going to be giving away. You guys probably seen it in my other videos. I'm going to be giving away not a jersey, but a sweatshirt. I'm going to give away a sweatshirt on my next 10K view video. You can get it in the blue, you can get it in the white, you can get it in the black, or you can actually get it in a gray as well. It's actually listed on my website that you can see here on YouTube. Go check it out, and I think you guys actually really like it. So I appreciate that as well. But this is the sweatshirt that I will give away. I'll send it right to your front door. You just have to tell me which color and size you want. I get it for you, and then it'll get to your door. So I appreciate that very much for you guys supporting me, and this is just a way for me to give back as well. Absolutely beautiful. I appreciate it, 21 Crump. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. So, tomorrow's a late ball game.
Yes,
And
it is.
I hate it because we got to wait all day just to see what Kentucky's going to do.
Prime time, man. Prime time.
And see, that's the thing about Kentucky, man. You got black is good. It is. You can see the on my YouTube page at the top of my page. You can see all the merch, and if you click on it, it'll take you to the website, and you can see the different colors. Even though when you look at the item, If you click on it, it's just like online for anywhere else. It has multiple colors, but only one color will show at a time. So once you actually click on it, it will actually show you the different versions or the different colors of them, so you can see which one's best for you. But I got hats, I got mouses, I got cups, or whatever. So you guys can definitely go check it out. They're gonna be absolutely, it's gonna be a whiteout tomorrow. Absolutely. Hey, I just hope that Big Blue Nation gets in, and I hope. Look, I tell you one, if we can hear "Go Big Blue" through the TV, we know it's either these guys are making a push or these guys are doing something big at Mississippi State. So I'm trying my best to be like James Sharp, and I'm trying to stay positive. I'm just a little. I just got natural butterflies. I'm just that kind of. I'm a sensitive brother, BC. Just like I know the.
You weren't too sensitive when you played football.
Well,
don't let him fool y'all, Big Blue Nation.
I was just I was younger then, so I was able to cut loose a little bit. Super Bowl game tomorrow from Mississippi State. BC, there's a Super Bowl. Just like 21 Crump just says, it's a Super Bowl tomorrow. Like they calling in the best caterers, they calling in the best cameras, and they coming to play ball tomorrow. That's for sure. Yep.
It's like the Beatles coming to town.
Yeah. And that's pretty much exactly it. So, hey, son of a gunner, I actually saw your text. I see you. He said, I'm going to get some Mike, but Christmas wiped me out. Oh, Christmas wiped a lot of people out, so it's all good. It ain't going nowhere. It'll be right there as well, too. It'll be there for a while. So whenever you're ready, no pressure to anybody. I just was told that I don't have to, but if I got the merch, then I might as well promote it. But I don't want it to be the focal point of all my shows. I want to announce it or put it out there, and then move on from it. And let's talk about Kentucky. We need to go hunting.
And I also want to say one thing, Mike.
Okay, what's up, BC?
I want to let everybody know that we're working on a show called Second Take, where we're not just going to be talking about Kentucky basketball. We're going to be talking about all sports and things that's going on in the world, just to get more of a perspective of sports, football, baseball, basketball, everything, and be tuning in to that. So we working on that show as well. Absolutely,
and I'm actually looking forward to it. I can't wait till we record our first episode. That's going to be fun. Pope needs to get the girls to give the men a little bit of their mojo for Saturday.
Let them scrimmage.
Yeah, let them. Hey, and the girls are going to tell you, don't hold back. We good. Don't hold back on us. We good. We can handle it. So our girls are definitely rock solid, and I do love. It was a joy watching those guys and everything. And they actually went down to Florida and beat the crap out of them last night. So go Lady Cats again for that win. Tribute to the second take. Let me know how I can help if I can. Okay, I appreciate that, Cream Rock Cup. I'll be in touch with you, okay? Thank you so much. I do, Rob.
Be good to have him on, Mike.
Yeah, it will.
21.
Yeah. So Robertson has been disappointing. Nah, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. We kind of went over him. We went over him briefly and like stuff like that. As Bryant says, he just needs to have a breakout game, maybe 24 points. And look, if he come out tomorrow in a rowdy crowd like Mississippi State and can manage to get 24 points tomorrow, now I want him to, as Brian says as well, he makes it very clear, we want you to get 24 points or whatever, but we want you to stay within the game plan as well too. I think that's very important. What do you think about that, Brian?
Yeah, the game plan. If he comes out and he's on fire, he's scoring, getting to the bucket, getting to the free throw line, that becomes the game plan.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. And and just like just like the players did for Brea, when Brea got hot, they looked for every opportunity to get that guy the ball, and everyone was still amazed at what he was doing. So once again, he shot good at home. Can we go on the road in somebody else's crowd and can we shut him up? calm down a little bit. Hey, and just calm down just a little bit. We hear 3-point contest, men's and women. Oh, that would be tough, bro. That would be tough, man. Man, our girls are making like 8 or 9, almost 10 threes a ball game now. Make sure I say her name, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Amor or Amor. Is that the correct pronunciation? I know nobody. I know you follow that really, really close. I hope that's how you pronounce it and like stuff like that. But she's the real deal when it comes to point guards. She's real. Yeah.
Well, Mike, I always say that unless you Steph Curry,
Yeah.
girls are very fundamentally sound.
Yes, they are.
Especially when shooting the basketball. So I wouldn't want to lose my man card having a 3-point contest with any female.
Yeah. Because she's gonna stick to fundamentals all day.
Going to knock them down.
She will. BC, we got a game tonight in football. Who you got? Texas. Who is it? Texas and Ohio State. Who you got?
Man, I'm gonna go with Ohio State. If their quarterback is playing the way he's played the last game,
yeah,
I'm gonna go with State.
Texas is finding ways to win the ball game, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But if Ohio State's quarterback is playing the way he's played, the Texas is gonna have to score a lot of points.
Okay. So I said it right. So thank you because I did a video on her, and some lady that was she's a Vol Tech fan. She saw the video and she sent me a text. She said, "Thank you for doing a video on her, but I'm gonna show you how to say her name."
Like that. You better get her name right.
I appreciate it. He said, as you can see, I tried. I did. Georgia Amor is one of the best point guards. She's that good, man. OSU, okay, so Jason got OSU tonight. Congratulations to Notre Dame finally making it to the college football playoffs again after being there every year and losing in the first game. So good job to those guys for making it to the last game of the year and everything. So I saw Vince Merrill at Speedway a few days ago. Let's see, I hollered, "What's up, big dog?" He gave me a thumbs up. Comment above reminded me. So that's the big dog for us. We got L Ralph. He's going for now. Are you guys going for Texas because they're in the SEC? Are you guys rooting hard for the SEC to win it? For me, it's just about like hearing like the SEC, Texas. If Texas wins it all, it's just gonna be like, look, our first year in the SEC, and look what we do. We just go and win the whole thing. Do we really want to hear that out of Texas?
Well, Mike, man, I don't have any skin in the game. Kentucky football is where it's at. You know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But right now, it's just going by eye candy. What I see, if Ohio State's quarterback is playing good, is not turning the ball over, Ohio State's hard to beat.
Well, I think that's who it is. So. Well, hey, guys, I appreciate it so much. I know that the ball game's coming on here in probably about 29 minutes or whatever. So I know a lot of you guys are going to go get ready for that ball game. But I want to thank you guys coming out. Good luck to the Cats tomorrow. Look to have phone calls to Ohio State all day for me. So I prefer SEC, but I ain't mad at whoever wins, to be honest. Yeah, me too. At the end of the day, Texas SEC, but see loss coming. It could.
And plus, I'm up here in Indiana, Mike, man. So I know a lot of Ohio State fans.
Oh, that is right. You're right. Okay, and that's I'm from Texas. They are my football team, but UK is my basketball team. Oh, okay. Hey, by all means, do your thing. But yeah, Texas is there, and I hope go Texas, go SEC. That's all I say. Hey. I have too much pride to say go Texas, so I just say, and I don't have the qualifications to say hook 'em because I'm not a Texas fan. So I just say good luck to you, L, and your SEC team. How about that? So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys. We will be live tomorrow, taking phone calls. Remember, the post-game shows are right here on YouTube only. So if you haven't subscribed already, and if you see the channel, please go subscribe. Man, BC, the last couple of days, man, I've gotten maybe 30 or 40 new subscribers, bro. It's been crazy. And
that's awesome.
Man, that's a good feeling. So thank all you guys for new subscribers. I guess I forgot to ask: is there anybody in here who's Peanut put Texas stuff down? Is it anybody in here who's watching for the first time? Because I forgot to. Because I want to give you a shout out. If this is your first time watching, please let me know. I appreciate it as well. BC, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. We're gonna have a lot of fun with the second take. We're gonna be together for a while, so just get ready, okay? But if is there anybody who's watching the show for the first time, I would love to give you a personal shout out to say thank you for that. And because everybody that watches, I'm always thanking those guys for the support, because there's a lot of stuff out there to watch, and you guys take time out to support me and BC. So I definitely really appreciate it very much. So thank you guys a lot.
And also, Mike, it's all about those guys as well, because we get here and we get to talk about basketball, and sometimes looking at ESPN or whatever, a lot of people are biased, but it's just giving everybody a chance, especially with the call-ins now.
Yeah,
giving everybody's perspective on the game that they love and the teams that they love.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. And BC, that's why phone calls are so important to me, is because I love hearing what I don't say this lightly, but I like hearing what the average fan really out there just has to say. Voices who don't have a chance to speak up and say anything. I know that there's other shows out there for Kentucky that you can call into and everything. But I want to be one of those shows that you can call into and not be afraid to say what's on your mind. That's the environment that me and BC is definitely building here with the Loyal BBN Fan Show. So, guys, BC, thank you once again. I appreciate it. Hope you can get with me tomorrow with the post-game show.
Of course.
Right here tomorrow night. Look, guys, my wife just for the first time watched the movie Troy. I had no idea that she didn't see it.
I ain't never seen Troy.
Well, then I ain't talking to you no more, BC.
I ain't never seen Troy, man. I'm a Gladiator guy. I never seen Troy. I heard it was good.
Dude, Gladiator is not. You got to pay for Gladiator. It's not on Prime. It's not on any of that. It's not on Prime. It's not on Netflix because the new Gladiator's out. But that was her first time watching Troy, and she loved it. And I was like, babe, you're missing it. Like, I don't know if I should stay with you anymore because you haven't watched Troy yet.
Hey, I might need to check it out.
Check it out, bro. It's a good.
What's that about?
It's about when the
who's the guy that it's about?
Brad Pitt is in it.
Who's he play?
He plays the
did he fight the big guy?
He was the focal point of it and everything, like Gladiator 2 coming out.
I might seen some of that.
You might want to go check it out, man. It is. So it's a good movie, and that dude, he knows how to use his sword, that's for sure. But I just wanted Spartans read. Oh, Spartans good too. Spartans is good too. Spartans really good. Have you seen 300?
Yeah.
300 is good. He said, hey, BC said that with some firm in his voice. Yeah. I have. That's a good movie. So Achilles, that's who he played.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have seen scenes on YouTube of that.
Okay. Yeah, so you should go check that out, bro. It's a really good movie. If you got, I'm not sure if you got Prime or not, but it comes with Prime. So you can watch it as well too. But
if I can get
about movies sometimes,
if I can get my wife off of what is it, Landman, with what's that show, Landman, something like that.
I haven't seen it.
It's Billy Bob Thornton.
Is that when he's a cowboy like?
Yeah, if I can get her away from that show. She's hooked on that.
I heard it's good though. I heard that show is good.
It's good. Yeah. If you like Yellowstone or whatever, you'll really love that.
Are we gonna talk about a Moore's Blooming Onion? I didn't hear about that story, Peanut.
What's that?
Are we gonna talk about a Moore's Blooming Onion? I didn't hear about that. About what I'm about to go look that up as well too. As far as what's going on with the blooming onion. I haven't heard the story of that yet, but I'm gonna look it up.
I don't want to have nothing to do with onions.
Yes, landsmen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where they got Achilles heel from the king hating Achilles, but he was the best. Oh man, that's the movie, BC. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. So hey, sorry to get off a tone with that, guys. But
that's what's coming though. Second take, we'll be able to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. We will talk about and cover all the topics.
It is absolutely, man. You're absolutely right. So we're gonna talk about that stuff for real. Tulsa Kings is good. Apparently, she keeps his hair.
I heard that was good too. Anything with spy in it's got to be good.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Until next time. See you guys tomorrow night for the post game show. Cats, go get this win on Mississippi State. Let's go ahead and get away from this 1-1. Let's go 2. We can't afford to drop back in this tight race. If you want to buy tomorrow's game, you got to go get it. So thank you guys again. Till next time. This is Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your boy, Big Mike. That's BC, and we out. Appreciate it.